What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
Hi.
Hey, this is a bit different today. Today we're gonna give you our 1-year review of our Trek Checkpoint AL3. Before we get into it though, why don't you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell.
So it was about a year ago that we got it, and we used our income tax return to purchase them. And it was kind of like, it was kind of like a wedding gift to ourselves. Like, we wanted something that was special for us, and we purchased them because we went on a really nice ride up in Poughkeepsie, and we decided that we actually enjoyed riding. We had been on a few rides renting bikes on the Delaware Raritan Trail as well as in Poughkeepsie.
What's up, Lisa? Hi.
But we really wanted bikes that we could go and take adventures on, and since we've had these bikes, we have been on many adventures, mostly in New York, and we always stay within, you know, the tri-state area. But it's been, I think we both agree that it's the best gift we've gotten for ourselves.
Pretty much. I actually did stop my gym membership and started biking, and now here we are. We have a channel now.
Yes.
So first we're gonna tell you about the specs. It's an alloy frame and carbon fork. It's 32mm stock tires and Shimano Sora drivetrain.
And I haven't gotten any of the updates on my bike, and I really feel like I don't need any. So it's been just with the original manufacturer specs. It's been really, really good for me.
My upgrade is just my tires, so pretty much, right? What else? Well, there's handlebar tape and, you know, some of the bling thing, but it's not really performance oriented at all.
So Fandi, what kind of gravel bike do you think we have? What is it?
So, so I touched this a little bit in like the previous video. So basically there are two major approaches of gravel bike. One is it's actually road bike with off-road adjustments or, you know, off-road features. And two, I would call it watered down mountain bikes. Our bikes pretty much definitely has road bike DNA. It's actually a bit twitchy after I changed the tires, so it, you know, it just shows that the DNA, the road bike DNA cannot really lie, cannot be masked with any of the off-road features.
Yeah, because even though it's off-road, it doesn't have any suspension, so if you're on really bumpy terrain, you're gonna feel all of those bumps.
Yeah.
And we've been reading, during the pandemic, we rode it a lot on the road, and it was really easy because of how quickly you can navigate with the drop-down handlebars. You really can get in between cars and, you know, turn suddenly if you need to. So for those types of things, it is very similar to a road bike.
So yeah, we rode this bike on like a lot of varieties of terrain, pretty much. Mud.
Yes.
Wow. Cleaning frozen mud. Sand. Gravel. Oh, so rocky. I mean, I took it mountain biking as well. Oh. Oh. Let's see. That's where it breaks down. I swapped the tires to 35mm like tire rail cannonball. It's pretty chunky, but not the chunkiest. It's not like mountain bike, like full-on mountain bike tires, but just with those tires, actually the bike can handle some single tracks. Probably not the most technical ones, but I think it's, you know, it's pretty capable. In general, this bike is very dependable. I ride the bike nowadays, I think 5 days a week, because I have to go to work. I have to go to the office 3 times a week, and I always bike to work now during the pandemic. It's great for commuting and it's great for gravel. So it's just like you know, all in one package.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of the most dependable bikes I've had, because with other bikes that I've had, I've ridden mostly road bikes. I've definitely had to take it in a lot more to get things fixed, like the brakes. They on regular road bikes with the, you know, the brake pads can get worn out, but with these types of brakes, because they're disc brakes, I find that they don't get worn as much. And for me, I've never even upgraded my tires at all. I've used the stock brand that came with the bike, and I have not had any issues riding on any different terrain. Some of them is less comfortable because you're bumping around, but my tires have not been punctured by any terrain. So it's been, they've been really, really great. I've actually really enjoyed how durable they are. It makes riding like so much more enjoyable because you don't have to worry about if your tires can handle it, because most likely they will. In addition to that, the gears are really easy to use on this bike. I haven't had any issues with my old bike. I definitely had issues with the gears a lot, getting stuck or needing to get them fixed because they weren't switching as they should.
To that point, I want to add as well, because when I was researching for the bike, I had not hostility, but this is only Shimano Sora. Well, Shimano Sora is just the second bottom of the whole line of Shimano drivetrains. I don't think this is, good enough for us. But you know what? No. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with Shimano Sora as well, actually. So I guess I don't really need that Shimano, what do you call that? No, not Di2. Shimano Ultegra, or what's the top one? Oh, Dura Ace. Yeah, I don't think we need it. Shimano Dura Ace.
Not right now.
Not right now. We're not, we're not doing any Tour de France.
No.
And the reason why, I think why we don't have much issues is because the drivetrain is actually all Shimano Sora. It's like one compatible set, excluding the disc brakes, of course. The disc brakes are actually Tektro, I think. But the shifters, the derailleurs, the cranks, everything is all Shimano Sora. So that's probably why we don't really have much issues about that. One other thing that I like is actually it's lightweight enough to carry up to our apartment. Like we live in a walk-up apartment, and we have to take 3 flights up, and then we have to carry the bike up and down.
Yeah, it's not super lightweight, but I can carry it one arm and it's fine. And
yeah,
even with full water bottles and bags, like we're able to manage. So and it's pretty easy to move as you're going up the stairs, like turning the wheel and like so I find that I find it to be okay. When no one likes going up 3 flights of stairs anyway, so it's not really the bike that's the problem. It's more just that how those stairs.
The 3 flights up.
Yeah.
In terms of the aesthetic, I like my paint scheme. Really, it's white and that cream colored accent, and then I put on the tan sidewalls tires. I think my bike looks great.
Yeah, I got the green. I like color. I really love the green, and I love that it's like a dark forest green with this neon green highlights. I think it's great, and I got gold handlebars because I had kind of like a goldish handlebars on my last bike, and I really wanted to remember my old bike because I loved my old bike so much. I had it for over 10 years, and it was my everyday bike. I used to just be completely bike commuter. Didn't take the subway or walk anywhere. I used my bike for all modes of transportation. So I wanted my gold handlebars, and I love it. I changed it. I have like a lizard skin, so it's not the original handlebar tape that came with the AL3, but it just looks really nice.
Speaking of which, my handlebar tape got beat up after, I don't know, like 5 months probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably it has something to do with how I think the setup of my saddle and my handlebar, I guess I'm more hunched down, to the front of the bike. That's probably why it's already beat up. And also I bike more than you do.
Yeah.
So this is my 3rd handlebar tape already. And also in terms of the aesthetic, I also like the the cabling. The cabling is not all internal, but I think I would say half internal. You can see all of the cables on the handlebar area, but when it gets to the frame, it's pretty much internal, and you don't really see the cabling like all over the bike, and it gives the the aesthetic that it's clean.
Yeah.
I kind of like it actually.
Yeah, and it also serves another purpose because it keeps the cables from getting dirty, and you don't really have to worry about them at all. Like, they're safe in there. I like it too. I didn't think that would be something that I would be thinking of when looking at a bike, but then when I saw them, I was like, yeah, it is nice to not see those cables all over the place. Especially if you're using lots of bags. Occasionally you might pull a cable with your bag, but
does that happen to you? Did that happen to you?
Yeah, with my old bike sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So it's nice to not have to worry about anything getting tangled up in it.
However, though, there's one thing that I have to say I don't really, well, not really like, but it's understandable. It only applies to my bike, I think, because it's all white. So the paint job gets chipped easily. So I already have I call it battle scars. So all over my bike, and it doesn't help that the alloy is actually black, so it just shows that like dots, black dots all over the place, black dots all over the frame. I mean, but it's only aesthetic. So now, what to upgrade? If you get this bike, what to upgrade? So I would say tires, definitely tires. I mean, I understand that we don't really have much problem with it. But I changed my tires, and I changed it to something more grippy. And actually, it changed the handling for some reason. I guess, I don't know, probably the old tires have some, I don't know, do you call it play? Like, I guess it skids more than my current tires. So it wasn't that twitchy back then, but now it's pretty twitchy. And it just shows the road bike DNA, but that's easily correctable. I was thinking that I could get a longer stem so that I could have more stable handling, and I also think of the stem that has the suspension. We'll see. Probably it's good for mountain biking. And the other thing that I upgraded was my saddle, because there was one time when I got numbness in my sensitive area, and I mean, yeah, it was at the end of a 5-hour bike ride, sure, but I changed to this cutout saddle. If it's for short ride, it doesn't really make much difference, but after 5 hours, I don't really get that numbness at all.
That's good.
But I know that this is very personal. Like, different people respond to different types of saddle. So if you have a problem with it, then please upgrade. Otherwise, just stick with it. So in conclusion, this bike is probably not the fastest bike in the world, not even in Central Park. There's a lot of very fast cyclists in Central Park, really. But it gets the job done. It's a workhorse. It's very versatile.
Yeah, that's what I like it. I love the variety that this bike offers, because I was never considering getting anything but a road bike. And then Fandi started looking at these gravel bikes, and I was like, I don't know, it's just not as slim as the road bike, and I really love that slimness of road bikes. But I love the comfort of knowing that no matter what type of terrain we choose to use it on, I know my bike can handle it, and it just makes me more comfortable on the bike.
Yeah.
As opposed to when I was on a road bike and I used to go on trails, it was hit or miss. Sometimes I would get a flat right away. Sometimes I wouldn't, but I always knew in the back of my head that I was probably damaging my bike, and that never made me feel very good. So now it's like, oh, my bike is meant for this. So it just gives me more peace of mind, and I really appreciate that.
Right. In terms of the versatility as well, I really like that it has tire clearance up to, well, the factory says it's 38 millimeters, but I don't want to max it out. The widest I put in was just 35 millimeter. And I mean, it would be great if it could handle 40 millimeters and up, but understandable given the price, of course. And also, it's not the flashiest.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can make it flashy.
Yes.
With all customization, change the handlebar tape. I have top cap. you know, you can
Yes.
customize it yourself.
You can personalize it and
Yes.
make it stand out.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we think about the bike. I think we really like it. I spoke to some people at the Trek store the other day, and they said that they don't have anything under $2,000 in their
Everyone
store
is
now.
riding bikes now.
I know. It's like
It's really,
everyone is
really-
getting
yeah.
thinking about getting a bicycle. Even my
Everyone's-
coworkers,
yeah.
like a lot of my
people I
coworkers.
work with too are biking a lot more
Yeah.
now. So
But then, like for these, you know, for them, first time riders, they want to get something that's not too
Yeah.
expensive, right?
yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, this bike is apparently it's not available, or probably if it's available, it's just in very limited quantity. But once it's available, get it.
Yes, we definitely recommend it.
Yeah. So that's our review. Thank you for watching. If you have subscribed to us, thank you very much. If you haven't, please click that subscribe button. And anything.
Stay tuned. We're going
Right.
on some more adventures this year and seeing parts of New York that we haven't seen yet. So we're really excited. I didn't realize how big New York is. There's just so much nature in New York. So it's been really fun exploring, and we'll see what else our bike can do this next year.
Yeah. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you want to see the video when I took the bike mountain biking, click here.